From the Bleacher Report, a big problem for NFL contenders that they need to fix before the postseason. For the Browns, their big problem, they say, is an offense that is too conservative. And you see the thing from Bleacher Report here. Find a way to spark the offense. Built up a big lead, 24-6 into halftime, 24-22 was the final. Let's welcome in Ashley Bastock, Browns beat reporter for the Plain Dealer, cleveland.com. And Ashley, I kind of had the same feeling after watching that first half. I was like, man, this is what I expected. They're gonna do what they did to the Bengals. And then in the second half, with a backup quarterback, not so much.
That was kind of surprising. And then obviously we heard Baker Mayfield after the game saying that he thought things maybe felt a little bit more conservative than he would have liked. But, you know, I think so much of this year, like we've talked so much about the lack of vertical plays downfield. I mean, I think a lot of that earlier in the season had to do with some of these injuries that Baker Mayfield was dealing with. And obviously we know that shoulder is his non-throwing shoulder, but given the mechanics of his throw, how much torque he has when he throws, it's understandable that that would still impact him, I think, especially when he first injured that shoulder in week 2 of the season and those like games immediately after that. But, you know, I think more than anything, those comments, and we've talked about it, are just kind of maybe a little bit of a disconnect between what Baker Mayfield wants / thinks he can do versus what Kevin Stefanski thinks is best in that moment. And my colleague Scott Patsko wrote a great story about, even though on the surface level it might look that they were conservative, like you're looking at some of the things they were doing late in that game against the Ravens. They were passing on 1st and 2nd down and things like that doesn't scream super conservative. So when you look past the surface level, it's like, okay, how conservative are they actually being? And what are the reasons for that? And I get there haven't been these big flashy plays that anyone, you know, everyone is kind of hoping to see and hope there would be more of at this point in the season. But I definitely am going to keep an eye on that and see if it's just kind of like a disconnect or something going on right now.